Hello, I'm Professor Seunghoon Hwang from Dongkuk University, Seoul, Korea. Also the chair of Spectrum Committee of 6G Forum. Today, I'm quite pleased to introduce the spectrum status and issues in Korea at 6G Global 2024. Today, I'd like to cover the following topics. First, I'd like to introduce a Spectrum Committee in 6G Forum. Then, a spectrum strategy and 5G status in Korea will be described. After that, I'd like to introduce Korea's spectrum plan. First, let me introduce the Spectrum Committee in 6G Forum. Spectrum Committee is responsible for investigating the several issues on frequency spectrum over low, mid, and high bands for 5G and 6G communication systems supporting both legacy and new services. Over 30 members are attending over 15 member companies. The committee collaborates and shares the knowledge with government, forum, academias, and industries. To this end, we hold regular meetings every 2 months and publish the issue report once a year. Additionally, workshops and seminars will be held irregularly. For example, in January this year, we hold 6G Open Symposium in collaboration with KICS to share the WRC 23 results. We have 3 key targets for the committees. First, analyzing the technologies, the efficient spectrum utilizations. Second, exploring the 5G additional frequencies and applications based on traffic and frequency analysis. Thirdly, we want to examine 6G frequency bands. Please take a look at the activity directions and plans which are aligned with the objectives. Now, I would like to move on to the spectrum strategy and 5G status. This slide shows the overview of the history of spectrum strategy in Korea. In 2012 and 2013, Mobile Spectrum Plan 1.0 and 2.0 provided LTE frequencies at 1.8 gigahertz. In 2017, KICT Spectrum Plan provided 5G frequencies at 3.5 and 28 gigahertz. 5G Plus Spectrum, which was announced in 2019, provided unlicensed bands at 6 gigahertz and EU 5G frequencies at 4.8 gigahertz. Based on the Digital Bill of Rights, Korea's spectrum plan was announced in September this year. This slide shows the current status of 5G base station deployment and evolution plan. The red part red part indicates where 5G base station has been established. On the left, the 5G coverage was centered in the major cities in 2022. On the right, it has been expanded to nationwide in the first half of 2024. Based on this nationwide network, it is expected to evolve to support voice over NR, NR carrier aggregation, and open RAN technologies. Local 5G, which is known as EUM 5G in Korea, was referred also private 5G and non-public network. It refers the customized 5G network for a specific purpose over local area. The terminology EUM was originated from three letters from three usage scenarios of 5G. E, U, M. Also, it conveys the meaning of connection in Korean language. For the local 5G and EUM 5G, 600 megahertz bandwidth can be utilized at 28 gigahertz. 100 megahertz can be utilized at 4.7 gigahertz. The relevant applications are smart factory, remote operation, AR/VR in venue, and education using AR/VR technologies. Wi-Fi 4 and 5 supports the bandwidth from 20 to 80 megahertz. Wi-Fi 6 supports 106 megahertz bandwidth. Also, Wi-Fi 7 supports 320 megahertz. Korea is planning to expand the usage of Wi-Fi 6 and aims to transition to the next generation Wi-Fi 7 within 2024. This slide shows 6G standard technology development schedule. The first implementable specifications, release 21, will be submitted to ITU by 3GPP before WRC 27, which will take place at the end of 2027. This slide shows 6G frequency band, which included in WRC 27 IMT agenda. You can see the red boxes from 4.4 to 4.8 gigahertz, 7.125 to 8.4 gigahertz, 14.8 to 15.35 gigahertz. These three candidate frequency bands are aligned with Korea's position. Now, I would like to introduce Korea's spectrum plan, which was announced in September by Korean government. The target of the plan is to make the spectrum a key resource to accelerate digital innovation across all industrial and public sectors, including UAM, wireless charging, manufacturing robot, disaster prevention, and autonomous vessels. There are 4 key strategies. Firstly, to pursue the optimal utilization of mobile communication frequencies, and as well as opening them up to various industries. Secondly, to secure competitiveness in new industries and to support the spread of digital innovations. Thirdly, by securing public frequencies to enhance public safety. Finally, to promote the innovation of the frequency utilization system. I'd like to focus on the first strategy because 6G frequency is included in the first strategy. For the first strategy, the first task is to secure the new mobile communication frequencies. The shadowed area indicates that gray part indicates that up to 378 megahertz can be secured. For your information, orange indicates 3G, yellow color indicates 4G, light blue indicates 5G, and purple color shows EM 5G. The second task is to promote reallocating the expired frequency licenses. In the figure, the red box indicates the frequency band which will be expired in June 2026. Additionally, blue box presents the frequency band which will be expired in December 2026. Totally 370 megahertz bandwidth. Also, we can see the green box. Green box shows the frequency band will be expired in November 2028. The bandwidth is around 300 megahertz. The third task is to review additional supply of 5G frequencies. It needs to include the exploration of adjacent band of the current 5G frequency bands as well as low band frequency bands. The next task is to implement the wideband for optimal utilizations. In the figure, we can check the bandwidth around 390 megahertz can be secured, and around 90 megahertz bandwidth can be secured at 2.6 gigahertz. The next task is to open the mobile communication frequencies for use in various industries. The candidate bandwidth can be 160 megahertz, which was secured, and 278 gigahertz, which can be secured. This task is the last one. This task is to secure 6G frequencies. As I told you before, we need to explore new frequencies as well as existing frequency bands, including 3 candidate frequency bands resulted from WRC-23. This is the last page of my presentation. The mobile communication has been evolved from the first generation to until now to 6G. From first generation to second generation, there was a big change from analog to digital, from 3G to 4G, CDMA to OFDM. And then what is the big change from 5G to 6G? Many people said that AI it would be the key key factor to change the 6G. I summarize some factors from fourth generation to sixth generation. B2C business has been changed to B2B. Next maybe B2G. And voice for person, the service can be changed to the data for the industry, and then finally big data for the society. And also the resource is limited for the exclusive use, and then now it can be used for inclusive. Also, closed can be changed openness, narrowband changed to wideband, and tradition should be changed to the innovation. And also the fixed rule should be changed flexible rule. And also in old days we have abundant resources, but now we need to find out a way for the efficiency. So there are many keywords. These keywords should be considered for the next generation, for the communication system as well as frequency resources. I'd like to conclude my presentation. Thank you for your listening.